Li Lu's life story is one of remarkable resilience, ambition, and brilliance. As an investor, entrepreneur, and author, his journey is as inspiring as it is instructive. Early life and education. Li Lu was born in 1966 in Tangshan, China, just before the country's Cultural Revolution. He experienced firsthand the chaotic and often violent changes that China went through during this time. His early life was marked by tragedy. The Great Tangshan earthquake in 1976 claimed hundreds of thousands of lives, including many in Li Lu's own family. Despite these hardships, Li Lu showed an early aptitude for learning and a fierce determination to succeed. At a young age, he became involved in the 1989 Tiananmen Square pro-democracy protests. As one of the student leaders, he was catapulted into the political spotlight. However, after the crackdown, Li Lu had to flee China to avoid arrest. He eventually found refuge in the United States, a journey that laid the foundation for his next chapter in life. Transition to the U.S. and education. In the U.S., Li Lu embraced the opportunity for a fresh start. He was accepted to Columbia University, where he went on to earn 3 degrees, an undergraduate degree in economics, a JD from Columbia Law School, and an MBA from Columbia Business School. If that sounds exhausting, that's because it was. But hey, who needs sleep when you're on a mission to change the world, right? It was at Columbia that Li Lu's passion for investing began to take shape. His curiosity led him to read voraciously about finance, and soon he discovered the teachings of legendary investors Benjamin Graham and Warren Buffett. Graham's value investing philosophy, buying undervalued stocks that have intrinsic value, resonated deeply with Li Lu. Meeting Charlie Munger. Li Lu's life took another pivotal turn when he met Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's right-hand man at Berkshire Hathaway. Munger, a firm believer in investing in companies with sustainable competitive advantages, took Li Lu under his wing. Munger was impressed by Li Lu's sharp intellect, disciplined approach to investing, and his unique background. In fact, Munger eventually entrusted Li Lu with managing a portion of his personal wealth. No pressure, right? Their relationship became a lifelong mentorship, with Munger often praising Li Lu as one of the finest investors of his generation. This partnership played a key role in shaping Li Lu's future as an investor. Founding Himalaya Capital Management. In 1997, Li Lu founded Himalaya Capital Management, an investment firm with a focus on long-term value investing. At its core, Himalaya Capital was built around the principles of patience, discipline, and finding undervalued businesses with great potential. Essentially, the value investing ethos. Li Lu quickly made a name for himself in the investment world, not only by adhering to these principles but also by applying his knowledge of both the Western and Chinese markets. This cross-cultural perspective gave him a competitive edge, particularly when it came to investing in China's emerging market. And yes, you could say he was ahead of the game in spotting opportunities in Chinese companies before it was cool. Early successes. One of Li Lu's earliest and most notable successes came from his investment in BYD, a Chinese electric vehicle and battery manufacturer. When Li Lu first invested in BYD in the early 2000s, it was a relatively unknown company outside of China. However, Li saw the potential in BYD's technology and its ambitious plan to lead the global EV revolution. Charlie Munger, impressed by Li Lu's analysis of BYD, convinced Warren Buffett to invest $230 million in the company through Berkshire Hathaway. This turned out to be a brilliant move. BYD's stock skyrocketed as it became a leader in the EV market, and Berkshire Hathaway's investment grew to be worth billions. Li Lu's ability to spot a game-changing company like BYD so early in its development cemented his reputation as a visionary investor. It also earned him a place among the investing elite, alongside his mentors Buffett and Munger. Challenges and failures. Of course, not all investments turn out to be winners. Li Lu's journey has had its share of challenges and setbacks. Like any investor, he has made investments that didn't pan out as expected. In the world of value investing, there are always companies that may look good on paper, but fail to deliver over the long term. However, one of Li Lu's strengths is his ability to learn from his failures. Rather than shy away from mistakes, he embraces them as opportunities to grow. He famously follows the advice of Charlie Munger: invert, always invert, meaning that one should analyze what could go wrong before making a decision. This mindset helps him avoid costly mistakes and stay focused on the long-term potential of his investments. Investment philosophy. value with a twist. Li Lu's investment philosophy is heavily influenced by Benjamin Graham's value investing principles, but with a twist. While Graham focused primarily on finding undervalued stocks based on financial metrics, Li Lu incorporates a broader, more holistic approach. He looks for companies with strong leadership, durable competitive advantages, and the potential for long-term growth. Li Lu also emphasizes the importance of understanding the businesses in which he invests. He doesn't just rely on numbers, he digs deep into the company's management, culture, and industry trends. He believes that the key to successful investing is not just finding undervalued companies, but finding great companies that are undervalued. This approach has served him well, as he continues to deliver impressive returns for his investors at Himalaya Capital. Contributions to Chinese markets. Li Lu is often credited with being one of the key figures who helped bridge the gap between the Western and Chinese markets. His deep understanding of both cultures has allowed him to invest successfully in China, while also educating Western investors about the opportunities and risks in the region. He has become an advocate for responsible and sustainable investing in China, encouraging companies to adopt better corporate governance practices. As China's economy continues to grow and evolve, Li Lu's insights and investments have positioned him as one of the most influential figures in the country's financial landscape. Legacy and influence. Today, Li Lu is recognized as one of the world's top investors. His success, particularly with investments like BYD, has earned him a seat at the table with investing legends like Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. His ability to navigate complex markets, particularly in China, has made him a sought-after voice in the financial community. But perhaps more importantly, Li Lu's legacy goes beyond just making money. He is a living example of perseverance, resilience, and the power of education. From his tumultuous early life in China to his rise as a global investment powerhouse, Li Lu's story is one of overcoming adversity and seizing opportunities. Fun facts and quirky insights. Not just numbers. While Li Lu is a brilliant investor, he's also known for his love of reading. He doesn't just read investment books, he enjoys history, philosophy, and literature, which he believes helps him better understand the world and, by extension, the companies he invests in. Big on education. Li Lu once joked that he was a professional student, as he earned not one but 3 degrees from Columbia University. His thirst for knowledge continues to this day. Tiananmen legacy. Li Lu is one of the few investors with a background in political activism. His involvement in the Tiananmen Square protests has made him a symbol of resilience and courage in both his personal and professional life. Calm under pressure. Known for his calm demeanor, Li Lu doesn't get easily rattled by market fluctuations. His Zen-like approach to investing allows him to stay focused on the big picture, even during volatile times. BYD visionary. Li Lu's investment in BYD wasn't just about electric cars. He saw the potential for the company's battery technology to revolutionize multiple industries, from energy storage to electronics. Conclusion. Li Lu's story is one of grit, intellect, and an unrelenting pursuit of excellence. His journey from a young activist in China to one of the world's most respected investors is nothing short of extraordinary. Through his work at Himalaya Capital, his mentorship from Charlie Munger, and his success with companies like BYD, Li Lu has secured his place in the pantheon of great investors. But beyond the numbers and returns, Li Lu's life teaches us that success comes from more than just being smart. It comes from being curious, adaptable, and most importantly, patient. It's a lesson that resonates not just with investors, but with anyone striving to achieve greatness in their own field. Subscribe to Marty's Money for more fun and educational investment content.